Hey guys, today I'm going to show you some super useful beginner tips for Minecraft Java Edition. We'll be going over some debug menu features, F key shortcuts and binds, simple commands. So if you're new to Java or just starting with commands and would like some useful tools, this is for you. If you're on Bedrock, unfortunately, you might want to look for a different video, but please hit that like button before you go. I'll have timestamps down below so you can skip around, and if anything goes too fast, you can pause and rewind. Let's jump right in. First things first, let's open one of the greatest features in Minecraft Java Edition, which is the debug menu. Hit F3 and you are going to be met with all sorts of information. It looks overwhelming at first, but you really only need a few things. First, let's note the coordinates, your XYZ. This shows your exact location. X coordinate is east to west, Z coordinate is north to south, and Y is your height or elevation. X shows how far you are east or west. Positive is east, negative is west. Z shows how far you are north or south. Positive is south, negative is north. And your F3 menu is completely customizable. By holding F3 and pressing F6, you'll open the debug setting menu. Once here, you can decide what information you want displayed or what information you do not want displayed. So make sure to take a look around for yourself and decide what you think would be useful. So that's a useful thing. If, let's say, one of these features is not listed on your F3 debug menu, you can put it on. If something's annoying you and you don't want it there, you can shut it off. And that was it for the XYZ and the coordinates. Hopefully it all made sense and wasn't too confusing. I like to think of the game's chess and battleship. The XYZ is just representing what square you're on. But let's move on to the next section. Useful F3 keybinds, F3 tricks, not sure what to call them, but let's get into them. And all of these keybinds will be F3 plus another key. Let's go through them now. I'll have them posted on the screen as we go through them. Now, F3 plus B will show you a mob's hitbox as well as their line of sight. As you can see, these two guys staring each other down right now. It's pretty useful for farms and things. And let's say here's an example. You have a villager in a boat and you don't want to hit him. You can see his hitbox. And that way you only hit the boat and not the villager. So F3 and B. And to turn it off, you just hit F3 plus B again, and you're back to normal. And the next keybind is F3 plus G, which shows you the chunk borders as well as the sub-chunks. A chunk is a 16 by 16 area, and this is a very useful tool if you want to chunk align something or build a certain type of chunk loader. Very useful tool. And to turn these off, you just hit F3 and G again, and they go away. F3 plus H will show you a tool's advanced tooltips, which will display information, most useful being its durability. And a few quick honorable mentions of some more F key tools you can use. F1 will toggle off and on your HUD, and F2 will take a screenshot, which you can find in your screenshot folder. F5 will change your camera view, and F11 will toggle full screen. All right, now that we've gotten through all that, let's get into a few simple commands. First things first, you need to make sure that you have commands enabled, cheats enabled, whatever you want to call it, which you can do while creating your world or while you're in your world. If you didn't toggle them on when you created it, you can simply go to Open LAN World and click to enable them, and voila, you are now able to enter some commands. First simple command we are going to go over is slash game mode, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can switch between adventure, creative, spectator, and survival. This is useful if you are perhaps in your creative test world and you need to see how things function in different game modes. You never know. Very useful, very simple. Let's move on to the next one. Next super simple command we have is weather, which you can set clear, rain, or thunder. Who knows, maybe you're doing a video, having some fun, whatever. Perhaps you want to set the mood. Maybe you want a spooky scene, or perhaps the rain is bothering you. In which case you can do weather clear, and you have a bright, sunshiny day. Next up, we have slash kill. This will destroy all entities in a radius around you and yourself. There's other parameters you can add, but we're going to keep it simple for now. And now we're going to get into a little bit of the fun stuff. If you type slash set block, followed by these little squiggly lines, you can place a block relative to where you're standing, which is useful for the next command, slash fill. You type tab, 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 you'll steal the coordinates and hit enter. And when you're doing slash fill, you want to do opposite corners. So let's say here, you can open your chat again and then hit shift up and bring back your last command. Tab, tab, tab again. Then you can decide what block you would like. And you can fill large areas very quickly. And there is a lot more you can do with these commands, but we are keeping it simple for now, so make sure you play around with them, get comfortable with them. And if you made it this far, do me a big favor and hit that like button or that subscribe button. It helps out a ton. Well, guys, like I said, those are the most simple and useful commands that I could think of anyway, the ones I use quite frequently. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see another video going further in depth. Let me know what you'd like to see on there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.